Hi.
Hello.
I put a muffin in my mouth. I'm sorry. We're playing D&D tonight. It's a fun time. Last week on Crazy Time Adventures, the party made it to the Elysian Empire and had a meeting with a young wizard named Lucas, who gave the party a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type deal to save him some paperwork with his bureaucracy. And the party went into a local forest and they found a ghost giant. Very peculiar. Who said that his people, his village, were cursed and destroyed before the dragons destroyed the rest of his race. So that's neat. He seemed to there seemed to be some sort of fog magic around him. Seemed to have some sort of like ability to control minds a little bit. He had a pink goopy eyeball creature that named Goopy that made noises. A creature that could only come from somebody's imagination. That flew away at the end of the encounter after Nats was charmed a little bit.
We were gonna leave. We were just gonna walk away from the giant.
Yeah. I do believe that there was some failed persuasion checks, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And also that the fact that Nat spoke giant really intrigued him. But the giant and the conversation that happened mentioned his village to the west, and the party seemed, particularly Nat, seemed very interested in looking more into this village. And so the party, the game ended last time with the party charging off to the west to seek more information, I guess, to go take a look at this village. And that is where we find ourselves. As you guys march through the woods, you're all walking, and the one of the goblins, Jelly, goes, "Oh, it's just you. Oh, God." And you guys all see Girk just come from around a tree. He's here now.
Hey guys.
Hey, Girk. Hello again.
Welcome back. Wait, how'd you get through the wall?
Pretty quiet for a big guy.
Yeah, you just walked.
Pretty quiet.
Hey, hell yeah, I'm glad you're back. What a coincidence.
So the forest, the fog has cleared up, so it is your vision is no longer occluded. The forest is still a creepy forest. It's a dark green tone. Some of the trees are withered and old, but you do every once in a while see like the markings on a tree of like a buck has rubbed their antlers against it. A squirrel will run past you. At one point, Jelly dives and grabs a squirrel and then goes to put its head in its mouth and then looks at you, Tim Toothy, like, huh?
Yeah, you better share.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're hungry, bro, we can cook food.
Cook?
I have
that's a luxury. I was just gonna eat this raw.
No. We balling out, homie.
Oh, okay. And he snaps the neck of the squirrel and puts it into like one of Jelly's little pouches. We'll save it for later then.
All right, that's cool with me, bro.
I don't have a lot of squirrels in the Goblands. We've kind of brought them close to extinction in there.
Yeah, it's like the rabbits and the kobold counts the same way.
Rabbits? We haven't had one of those in generations. So you guys continue on. Eventually, you, in the distance through the trees, begin to spot more fog. This time it's a less, what's the word I'm looking for? Obscuring, I guess. It's less intense. You can still see through it. It's, while probably magical based on your previous interactions, a less imposing, that's the word I'm looking for, a less imposing fog. What would you guys like to do?
Nah.
Pretty foggy out, homies.
Yeah, it's gotta be where the goods are, though, right?
What, like ghosts? Ghost people?
No, well, the dragons or the giant said he said he's got all kinds of treasures.
Yeah. Do you think there's ghost treasure?
Yeah.
But like the ghost protecting it? Is he the only ghost protector?
That's what he said. He said he's the last protector.
He's probably bamboozled us.
I know. He said there
more.
was some kind of corruption.
Yeah, that's
originated
lie.
from this
He lied.
village as well.
He lied. I don't believe it. There's got to be like a Costco.
He was a ghost for some reason.
Yep. Nope. There's definitely probably him and, some more ghosts guarding his shit because, he would just leave their stuff. He walked pretty far away from his stuff. I mean, there's got to be like
about 20 minutes walk.
Yeah, it's like a 20-minute walk from your stuff. I mean, that's really bad at taking care of it,
But he can just phase through things, so as the crow flies.
Yeah, we were gonna walk away from that whole thing too, but had to pick a fight with the old Jelly. Am I right, Jelly? You punched him straight in the kneecap. I remember that. That was sweet. Like it was.
I got him. I got him good.
It's like
got him real good.
Yeah, you killed that ghost.
I punch ghosts with these hands.
Yeah, you did.
And he just starts the idle animation.
She, isn't Jelly?
It's a she. Yeah. Jelly is agendered.
Oh, okay.
We can do any pronouns for Jelly.
Like it.
Gender fluid, I dig it.
Right. So you guys continue forward. In the mist ahead of you, some walls, ruined walls, stones that are broken over. There's almost the only reason you know that those are probably not just sort of like I don't
boulders.
Yeah, well, so in Maine we have a lot of rock walls. They were put there hundreds of years ago by farmers. They just sort of like, because there's rocks everywhere from when the Ice Age pulled back. They just like stacked rocks, and it created natural sort of borders of property line. So those are everywhere here. But that's kind of what it looks like, of just like rocks piled on top of each other. But since there's a village over here, you guess that is what you are approaching. As you guys sort of like cross into what would probably be the boundary of the village, can I get a perception check from those who wish to be perceptive?
The natural one.
Nice.
I rolled a natural 20. I got a 15.
I'm looking at these rocks going,
Nice. So
look like rocks.
Rock.
Clarny, you, right before Tim Toothy steps on it, see a face in the ground. By a face, I mean like a skeleton skull, and then Tim Toothy's boot crushes it. And all of you hear the crunch of old bone as it's just turned to dust. As you take a moment to investigate that spot, you see that grown over moss and just the natural reclamation of nature is a giant skeleton, about 12 feet long, of a long dead giant. And as you take a moment to look around, there are bodies everywhere. They all. Can I get. Clarny. Can I get either an investigation or an insight? I'm unclear of which one I want, so I'll leave it up to you.
I'm going to go for an insight.
Okay.
And I hit 15.
15. As you look at these bodies and the way that they seem to be laying in the ground and where they're arranged around this village, they all seem to be running. They all seem to have died trying to escape from the other side of the village from where you are. The one that Tim Toothy stepped on seems to have been the one that tried to get away first and still didn't make it.
So I tell the guys, hey guys, they're all they appear to be running in a certain way, and as I tell them, I want to look in the direction from where they were coming from.
The village goes on for well over 100 feet, so it's hard to see, but you do see the same giant skeletons. Like some of them are clawing over one another and have fallen in the same spot. There's just sort of like this carnage that you are on the outskirts of. Okay. Going to share my screen in a second. Setting you guys up at the edge of town. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and I stream live. Okay. So there's a bunch of skeletons down this sort of like center lane, ruins to the left and to the right of just like ruined dwellings, giant-sized ruined dwellings. What would you guys like to do?
What do you guys think?
I don't think about much other than punching, honestly.
Is anybody home?
Probably not.
You
I'm going
hear
to assume that they would have all been.
when you kind of do you yell out, "Is anybody home?"
Oh no, I'm just asking the
Okay.
party.
You hear from probably about 30 feet away from you, mimicking your voice. Is anybody home?
Can I pinpoint
just-
where it is?
Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you can pinpoint where it is.
Oh, probably not. Perception 10.
You can't, it's hard to tell. It definitely is coming from deeper into the village.
Okay. I am clearly shield and sword out, ready, or actually the warhammer.
You got it.
Ready.
You guys all see Conversion weapon up, and you all heard the sort of mimic. It's unclear if it was an echo from down there or a creature mimicking Girk's speech.
Hmm.
What do you guys want to do?
Try and pinpoint where that sound came from.
It's from deeper into the village.
Yeah, told you.
Let's
Ghost protocol.
do
There's
this.
more ghosts.
Let's go to this house on the left.
Set it on fire.
No, let's just like dig around in the shit, see if there's anything interesting in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right, the gang moves into this
Uh,
giant dwelling. Does anybody wish to stay outside?
Yeah, is the wall like that we just crossed over? Is that kind of like ruined wall that
Yeah.
you can climb over?
Yeah, there's no real
Unfortunately, is
door.
going to stay outside watching the skeletons
You got it.
because that many giant skeletons is terrifying.
As
Mhm.
Nats, as you go, let's go look in there. You hear from deeper down in kind of a different direction. It's not the exact same place as last time. Let's go look in there.
Fucking Kengus.
Fucking Kenkus. This time from a different spot than that previous one. What would you guys like to do? Something seems to be mocking you from the mist.
Why don't you just come out then, nerds?
From the other side of the wall that you guys just walked on, so like the far left side, from the first position and from the skull of the closest skeleton from Conversion, 3 voices go, "Nerds!"
I don't like this.
Yeah, I agree. This is weird.
The skull was from this one, Conversion.
Yeah.
The one.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start punching the skulls. I'll see you
Okay.
guys in a minute.
So Tim Toothy instantly moves out and goes to get that skeleton that just spoke. Tim Toothy, as you come forward, coming out of the skeleton, from one eye hole, an eyeball on a green stalk looks up at you. From the second eyeball, from the second eye socket, another eyeball on a green stalk. And then from the 2 eye sockets, a second eye stalk in each pops out for a total of 4 eye stalks. And then in the mouth of the skull is one large eye looking up at you.
Guys, it's a ghost with eyes.
The
Yep.
skull detaches from the skeleton and begins floating about chest level from you. And he goes, "Guys!" And that's all he said. He just mimics you.
We are homies, and I tap my chest and I reach my palm out to him. Homies.
He's gonna make an attack roll on you.
Homies don't hurt homies.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Does not hit. He from the bottom of the skull kind of breaks apart as its jaw opens and tries to bite down on your hand, and you just pull it back quickly, easily enough. Anybody that can, I mean, all of you can see this. The ruined walls aren't, effective. Anybody with Arcana proficiency can go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
13.
13. Anybody else?
Nope.
With a
Nope.
13, you know that this is a gazer.
Fucking gazers.
Gazers are a type of aberration that you're aware of. You're unclear of why there's one here.
We gotta kill these things. I'm rolling initiative.
As you go, we gotta kill these things. One appears from around that wall. one appears from around this wall. And 1, 2, 3 more are coming down from farther into the village. Like in a chorus as you go, we gotta kill these things. You hear, kill these things from all of them. Go ahead and roll initiative, buddy. I mean, I guess everybody can roll initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh, natty 20.
Hey.
Okay. You pull up all of you. You've all rolled. Okay, Tim Toothy. You're up first, my friend.
Is there any way I could freaking rip this thing's eye out?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like the big one?
Oh, like its center one?
Yeah.
You're going to have to kill it for that, buddy.
Okay. Well,
I'll kind of zoom in on it a little bit. If you can't, its center eye is a good portion of its body.
oh, I know, but I got grapple.
Go ahead and grapple it.
Now we have a goal.
You can grab one of the eye stalks.
15.
15 grapple check. He's going to try and use his acrobatics to not be grappled. Nope. Roll a 13. You have him grappled.
Okay.
So that's your first. That's your attack action to grapple him.
I don't know what I can do as a bonus action.
Don't you have the grappler feat?
Yeah.
Can't you attack with a bonus action or something when you have somebody grappled?
You can grapple using a bonus action, gaining superiority die to the check when you hit it with the target.
So you could. Okay, I understand now.
So now, since I use that as my bonus action, I can use my action to maybe just slam it, right? Is that what it's saying?
So the way it works is you attack. You go to punch him. You can use your action to try a pin creature grappled by you.
Yeah, no. So
I got
grappler
grappling
feat-
strike and then grappler feet.
Grappling.
It's a maneuver.
Okay,
so it-
that one is an attack, and if it lands, then you can grapple as your bonus.
Dick.
Yeah. So make
So
your
I would
attack.
still have my.
Right.
So for grappling strike, you need to make an attack action. You take the attack, and then you can, as a bonus action, grapple. So you can punch and then grapple.
Okay.
The grappler feat is different. That you can use your action to try to pin a creature grappled by you. So you can pin a creature to the ground. You also have advantage on creatures you have grappled. So which one are you using? Are you using your grappling strike? Are you a battle master? Do you have?
Yeah. I'm gonna use the grappling strike.
Okay, so make an attack. Make a roll to attack.
Okay. 18.
18. That hits. So roll your damage.
Or 5, 6 damage, regular, and then 7 frost.
Isn't it only a D6 frost?
Yeah, +3, right?
Plus 3. It's +3 to the physical.
Okay, so that would be 9 physical, right?
9 physical, and then how much cold?
It was 4.
4 cold. 9 physical. Fun facts. You can take his eye
Mm-hmm.
because you've killed him.
Oh, sick.
You
For sure got him grappled.
Very grappled, guys.
You literally just put your fist through its eye, and then yank it right out. The body crumples to the ground and turns into goo as the eyeball in your hand looks at you and then also dissipates into goo. And he is dead.
Sweet.
At seeing that, all of these guys kind of panic. They are not the most stalwart of enemies. They thought they had you by surprise.
Can I do an intimidation roll with that?
Go ahead and make an intimidation with your bonus action. You know, squish the eye in your hand and look at them all.
Rolled a natural 10 plus 0, 10.
10.
I do it dumbfoundedly.
They're already pretty scared.
Sweet.
Okay. Next up is, I think, Narvos. Let me circle back. Yes. Starboy.
Cool. All right. I am going to move outside where I am and go for the one that is kind of diagonal to me.
You got it. This one or this one? The closer one.
The closer one.
You got it.
And I need him to make a dex save.
You rolled a natural 1.
All right. That'll fail then. And I'm going to grab my dagger and use catapult.
Wonderful. Okay. Yeah.
And just yas it at him. 3d8 for 15 damage.
He also is just cleaved. The bottom half of the gazer falls to the ground as the top half flies away on the dagger. He's also dead. Anything else?
Let me see. No, I'm just gonna kind of look. Actually, so that one that is the further one that's diagonal. For me, bonus action telepathic speech and be like, "Oh, you're not so tough, are you? You guys kind of suck." In his head.
You actually don't think that this creature can understand you.
Never mind then. I just stare at him intensely and kind of
It
make
knows
menacing noises.
It knows no languages.
Alrighty. I don't do it.
Okay. After you comes this guy. I need to. It comes this guy out here. He's going to move forward, and then he's going to. He has 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say Nats is hidden behind the ruined wall because he's so small. So there's 4 targets because Gurk is so big. Gurk is 1, Convergence 2, Narvos is 3, Tim Toothy's 4, with anything higher than that being re-rolled. I'm gonna roll a d6 twice, and we'll see who gets hit. Conversion gets hit. And Gurk gets hit. Okay, I need to roll a d4 twice. So for Gurk, I need a strength saving throw. And for Conversion, I need to re-roll multiples. Yeah, I keep rolling 4s. I need a wisdom saving throw. That one's for charm, if that matters. Conversion.
Yeah.
Gurk has a 22 on his strength saving throw.
You feel as a ray from one of the eyes slams into you. You feel this force try and push you back, but you dig your feet into the ground and you're fine. What'd you get, Conversion?
I have advantage. Okay. Which is nice. Wisdom. 20.
20. You feel as the ray hits you, your brain start to get a little sluggish, and then you shake it off. You're fine. That's their turn. Next up is you, Conversion.
Okay. I am going to go smite the one that did that.
Okay. 20, 25, 30. Oh, nice. He managed to walk right into your range.
Um, 11.
11 does not hit. It kind of scoots out of the way. It's a bit of a dexterous creature, very small.
All right.
Anything is your bonus action.
Yeah. Cast spiritual hammer or spiritual weapon.
Spiritual hammer. It is. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, that's much better. Melee spell attack. So that is a 21.
That one hits.
7 points.
7 points.
Plus your 11 points total.
11 points total. This one, you've crushed probably half of its sort of like squishy body, but it's still floating there, still kicking.
Okay.
After you, Conversion, comes Clarny. You're over here. You can see that there's one floating around this corner over here.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw my hammer right at that one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That is an 18 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 9 damage.
9 points of damage. That it clips it, and it's still floating there. Anything else, Clarny?
And then I have a bonus action. Oh, never mind. I'm done. I'm good.
Okay. After you, Clarny, is that guy's turn. He's going to take a. He has 5 targets, so we're going to just do the same exact thing. 1 is Carney, 2 is Clarny, 3 is Jelly, 4 is Gurk, 5 is Nat. 2 is Clarny. And 4 is Gurk. So for Clarny, I need a wisdom saving throw. This is to be frightened if that matters for you.
I saved it at a 19, so I'm good.
19? Yep. So you have this wave of fear hit you and you shake it off. Gurk, I need another strength save from you as you feel the exact same like telekinetic thrust.
That one wasn't as good. It was a 21.
You still dig your feet in. And at that, this guy's literally just going to haul. And you guys lose sight of it. After that comes Gurk.
So I can see the one that tried to ray me over by
Conversion. Yeah.
Is that all I can see, or is there more?
If when you walk out to go confront him, you can see this one down the alleyway and that one down the alleyway, but it's quite a ways away.
All right. Yeah, I guess move me 10 more forward. Just 10 more forward. Yeah, straight towards that one. And I'll longbow.
All right. Pulls out your longbow, strings an arrow, draws back. Go ahead and take your shot.
16 to hit.
16 hits. You'll probably kill it. It has 2 hit points.
No. I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1 and you don't have any dex added to it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. I have +1 on dex.
That is 2 damage.
You done it.
A single arrow protrudes from the gazer's eye and it falls to the ground dead.
I did it.
Yay.
I'm sorry to say this. Oh, no, actually, only one gets their turn to run away. That one actually is on the same initiative as
Me?
Yeah, as you and the heroes go first in my games.
My dex is 14 anyway. I don't know how good these guys are.
They actually have a better dex than that.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I
But the
will.
heroes go first in Sean games.
I'm gonna scramble over these rocks. Only moving 3 spaces, I imagine. I'm making that rough terrain for myself since I'm small. And
Cool.
I'm gonna throw some pyramids at that guy.
Okay. So it's just three magic missiles.
Yeah.
You got it.
2, 3, 4. So that's 12.
12.
Yep.
He is still standing while floating. Anything else, Nats?
No.
With 3 of his eye stalks dangling uselessly, he double moves back this way.
In retrospect, I should have aimed not for individual eye stalks.
I'm going to just real quick. No. Good thing they're all dead already.
Yeah, I was about to turn undead. Like, hold on.
They all come to life. Oh no.
I just want to make it so that I can drag you guys around and not accidentally grab these guys. Lock. Right click. And we click lock, and now they're all just sort of there. Cool. That's initiative. All of the gazers have disappeared and they have great movement and can move as a bonus action, so they are just out. They just dip.
All right.
They all seem to flee in that same direction, though.
Shall we pursue?
I don't know. I read some stuff about up north, like the history of it. And there's some scary things that look a lot like those guys. What if those were the babies? I don't know all about them.
So we should advance cautiously.
I would do that. Yeah.
We should dig through houses for treasures.
We shouldn't.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me. You guys can. We're out of initiative. Go ahead and take this time to dig through this village. If everybody that wishes to investigate, give me investigation checks.
I rolled a 18 minus 1, 17.
14.
What one were you doing?
Investigation. They're investigation checks.
15 minus 2 is a 13.
14.
3.
15.
What you guys notice Nats in particular knows giants. They're a pretty technologically advanced race from what you've gathered. Magically advanced, at least. These guys, they must have been destroyed before the technology boon, or they were an isolationist tribe. It's unclear. There's a lot of fireplaces. There seems to be a lot of sort of deity and idol worship. You find a lot of carved giant idols that
Like they were Neanderthals.
very much
because the ghost wasn't super intelligent,
correct.
Mhm. Yeah.
My stone cutting to deduce a time period or
Thousands.
the age of this. Okay.
I'm me as Sean the DM. I don't know the timeline, but these
From
guys.
what you've said, these are the oldest stones you've seen, Clardy. I feel like
Yeah.
And that's these, I don't understand these stones at all, kind of thing.
Those of you, I think Nats is the only one that speaks giant. This giant is ancient. The dialect, it's like reading Old English. Thee and thou, and there's wise and weird places. It's old. There definitely seems to be magic infused in this area, though. they probably were a shamanistic culture that followed, the spirits of the wild. And whatever corrupted this village was probably idolized. It was probably a what's the word?
Welcomed.
Yeah, it was welcomed in with open arms, and it destroyed them. They welcomed in their own doom. So you all sort of like scatter around. In the later sections of the village, I'll say Nats, who's probably the most interested. You come across a spot where there are 3 giant skeletons in close proximity to one another above a well, what you believe to be a well. And as you approach, you can see that like one of them looks like they were trying to close it. The others seem to have been, based on the materials surrounding them, what remains of them, they probably were shaman. There's a lot of like bones that even as you approach sort of turn to dust. Nothing living has been here since the fall of this village. Give me, Nats, you have dark vision as a kobold.
Yeah.
You can see that the fog, the magical fog from this area, is emanating from this quote unquote well. And as you approach with your dark vision, it's fairly clear to see that there seems to be a giant sized stairwell carved down into the earth.
Looks like we're going down.
We're yelling timber.
Will I fit?
Y'all find anything in them rooms though? I'm gonna check out the top of this well.
I don't know. Did 17 find me anything?
The best you find are like old giant idols.
Oh, nothing I could punch.
Then you can punch. Nats, are you going down that well?
Does anybody have a bag of holding?
No.
No,
But
nope.
Never tasted it.
Be really cool to get one of these skeletons for later.
Honestly, not pretty much none of their bones would fit in a bag of holdings opening. That is the problem with a bag of holding.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you could get a rib.
Yeah.
But like its skull is its circumference is larger than the opening of a bag of
you're
holding.
Right. I'm gonna pull off a red stripe of my rainbow jacket,
Okay.
and it's 50 feet of hempen rope,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to attach it to something and attach it to myself at the other end
Alright.
before I go down this well.
Plenty of ruined rocks around to attach it to. I'm gonna say it's magical rope and just ties itself. We don't need to bother with a check. And you head on down. As you head down, it gets colder and colder. You come to the end of your rope, and the stairs continue down.
Mm-hmm. Do I see anything at this point?
Nope, more
Just
stairs.
down.
More down. It is. You're not a dwarf, but this is well tooled. A well tooled staircase. Dust everywhere. Hasn't been used, but it isn't natural, and the giants made this with a purpose.
I'm gonna pull off another slice of my jacket, and
Okay.
it's a bullseye lantern.
Okay.
I'm gonna light it and just drop it.
Just throw it down the stairwell.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a strength check to see how good your throw is.
13 minus 2.
All right. 11. It tumbles down for quite a while, and then shatters upon a stair down the way. And as the oil flickers out and the flames take hold, probably 500 feet from the surface, you see as the oil spills out and catches something and quickly takes it. Whatever this old flammable object was, lights up in a straight line out over the stair, over that final stair, and down as what looks like a rope that had, untouched by nature down in this cavern, no wind, nothing. The smallest spark took the whole thing and just incinerated the rope at the end of the stairs. Takes probably about another minute and a half before the bullseye lantern's flame dies down.
All right, now I'm just gonna wait for everybody else.
Yeah, you all finish your investigations and walk to where Nats was yelling, and you see tied to a rock near this pit in the ground is a single rope.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna kind of hang myself from the rope at the bottom and act like I'm dead.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
Just on the ground, laying down at the end of the rope.
I got
Nats.
a 3 on my charisma check, whichever one it may be.
Wonderful. Just wraps it around his neck. Do you guys, as the group coalesces at the top, do you guys go down the stairs?
Sure.
Yes.
Grab the sidekicks, throw them over here. Grab Gurk, throw them over here. Toothy. Conversion. You guys make it down about 200 feet. 200, 300 feet down. Takes a while. And then you find Nats at the bottom of his rope with the rope tied around his neck. Yeah, his tongue lolling out and him vocally being like, blah.
Oh no, guys, he's
I'm a
dead.
dead guy. I'm a dead guy.
Looks like we'll have to give him a funeral
Proper
pyre. Yeah, funeral pyre.
Look through his
And
pockets.
I hold a burning.
Don't
I
touch my
hold a
pockets, I
burning
got my
permat.
hopper.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as the rope tightens as you lurch back to keep them from your pockets, and the rope around your neck sort of like squeezes a bit too much.
Okay.
Who here has a passive perception above 15?
Nope.
Or sorry, I want 15 or above. So if it is 15, that also is what I want.
Yeah, conversion does.
Conversion.
What is it?
So, huh?
That's the perception.
Passive perception is
10 plus
7.
your perception.
it's 10 plus your perception skill. Yeah, It's
Okay,
either
10.
10.
Yeah.
Mine's right at 15.
that's good too. That works. So both Clarny and Conversion, after you sort of like have this fun moment with Nats, you hear a voice way away. It's just echoing up. It's very quiet. You don't hear what it's saying. There's just a deep guttural voice speaking from deeper down into the hole.
Oh, I burnt up some kind of ancient rope. I don't know what's down there.
Well, let's go find out what it is.
Yeah.
You all walk down the rest of the stairwell and come to a pretty sheer cliff, essentially. The stairs just come to an end, and there's a probably 20 by 20 hole just in the ground. And you look down, and there's a constant dim purple light as this chamber seems to have been built into a geode, a massive geode, probably 150 feet by 150 feet. And you look down, and you see down at the bottom stone tile work of like purple stone masonry carved out of the like geode walls. they're large creatures, so it's easy to spot them, but at the distance makes them look almost regular sized in perspective. There are probably half a dozen petrified giants assembled around a table. And floating at the end of the table, all of them, by the way, seem to be wearing little hats, little conical hats. On the table in between them seems to be set up some sort of tea party. And at the end of the table, floating there, 10 eye stalks floating around, speaking in a guttural language, is a beholder having a tea party.
God dang it.
Giants. The three gazers seem to be trying to get their master's attention, and are failing entirely because they're gazers and they don't matter. Can I get a charisma saving throw from everyone?
15.
Thank you, Nats. I almost made it just be you, but I didn't because I thought that would be mean. But this works out anyways.
16.
15.
Nats, you are so shocked that you fall into the pit.
I had a 7.
Conversion also falls. You
Catch me, Virtue, catch me.
Conversion, actually, you're very aware of what this creature is. Like a beholder in the Underdark, you're like, oh, God, like just floods of memories of like you once went to look at a dark elf village that were several caverns away, and it was annihilated by a beholder. You're like just Vietnam flashback mode as you and Nats tumble into the pit. The magical fog that permeates everywhere as you guys think you're about to just slam 150 feet into the ground stops you about a foot from the ground. I think pretty hard, a slam into the ground from a foot height, but instead of taking 150 feet of fall damage, you take no fall damage because you fell from a foot instead of just, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you both are now on the ground at a beholder's tea party. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Yay.
There's a lake. All right. Bye. We are back.
Okay, so as we come back, Convergent and Nat, sort of like superhero land on the ground. The Tea Party having Beholder 5 eyes each, all sort of like snap up and all focus on you two. Then a couple eye stalks point up towards the hole in the ceiling and mark the individuals that are peering over to see if their friends just splatted on the floor. And he lets out a horrible gurgling laugh as he walks over. Well, does not walk over. He floats over. He looks down at you, Conversion, and in Undercommon speaks. It's been a long time since I've seen one of your kind. Do you wish to come to my party? And like this just rows and rows of sharp teeth smile down at you. All are welcome. Gnats in particular, you feel as this creature comes and rests, floating, floating by Conversion, has its eye looking at Conversion, but also pointed at you. You feel all of your magic disappear.
What did he say? I don't speak cave people.
He'd like to know if we would like to join his tea party.
Tell him yes.
I will turn back to the holder. And, well, since we are welcome, that does sound lovely.
Welcome, welcome. Bring your friends. Bring your friend. You go ahead and make an insight check, Conversion.
Let's see. 15?
15. This guy is bat shit crazy.
Even for Beholder.
Even for a Beholder. He's probably been in this cave. Like, you look around, and it's all dimly lit, so like it's not like you can't see the edges of this cavern. There's no exits. The only exit is that one up top. He's probably been in here since before the destruction of that village. And his only companions are these gazers that don't speak and the petrified giants over there at his tea party.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Mad Hatter of Beholders.
Oh, yeah.
As you accept the tea party, he, yes, your friends, and he quickly floats up all the way to the top, and all of you guys up top, the goblins are freaked out. Hey, Tim, do we punch it? Tim, do we punch? I'm gonna jump at it. You better stop me. I'm gonna get it.
Oh, you do you, bro. You take the lead on this one.
Jelly, like jumps from the top and goes to punch it, and the Beholder just sort of like scoots out of the way, and Jelly plummets to the ground. And then the same thing happens where, like, a foot from about like 3/4 of the way down, Jelly realizes that she's missed and just starts screaming, and then doesn't splat on the ground. And goes, oh, okay, oh, whew. Looks at you two and goes, that was spooky.
Maybe don't jump Big monsters.
Are we gonna fight it? Are we fighting it?
No, we're on a tea party.
What's a tea party?
Shut the fuck up, Jelly.
Okay. It floats up and looks at all of you and goes, Are you coming to my tea party? We have the finest teas in all of the land. Please, it's been so long. He's speaking in Undercommon. I don't think any of you.
Nope.
So it's like a mixture of clicks and guttural sounds. He sees none of you understand, and then he switches to a different language that I'm also pretty sure none of you speak. Do any of you speak deep speech? It
No.
sounds like a whale talking. He's like, his big eye squints, and he floats back down to converge, and he goes, your friends don't seem to want to come to the tea party. That's
Oh, I don't think that they understood you. They don't speak very many languages.
Oh. Can you invite them to
Sure.
the tea party?
Of course. And
Cool.
hey guys, he's inviting you to a tea party.
Oh. Sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm famished. Yeah, super dope. See, Jelly, we got to be polite when people invite us for drinks.
You drop down.
Tim,
to
do a
TT.
gainer.
Do what he said. Do that.
Okay. You drop down. 3-point landing. Do the rest of you all drop down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Kirk drops down. Clarny and Carney drop down. Narvos
Yeah, I dropped down.
drops down. Everybody's now at the tea party. Honestly, I'm being kind by not making you roll wisdom saving throws at the sight of a beholder smiling. It like smiles super creepily and then floats back over to the table. The gazers are all freaking out that you guys have come in here, and oh, if you fall over, they'll say you're dead, and that's not cool. And they scatter. They literally scatter into the corners of the room to avoid. They think you're here to murder their leader, and they know they can't stop you. So they're just sort of like scattering into the wind. What would you guys like to do? You're kind of just sort of like huddled over where you landed. The beholder has floated back over to the tea party, and you see like little teacups being lifted telekinetically.
I don't think this guy speaks people. He looked at me with one of the things, and I had no magic. Watch out for that.
Good to know.
I don't know if like a history or arcana kind of check on how much I actually know about them.
We'll make it a history check, because we'll say you learned about it in school, in Dark Elf school.
16.
16. I mean, anything you know about beholders, go ahead and have Convergent know it.
Okay.
Do you want anything in particular? You're
Which armor
aware
class
that
is this?
its center eye has an anti-magic cone.
Yeah, and the other eyes have various abilities like
Correct.
telekinesis, disintegration,
Yes.
paralysis.
Each one of those stocks does a different thing.
Yep. And
You're
just
also aware that beholders, most beholders, if not all, become singularly obsessed with one thing. Usually it pertains to their own protection and well-being, but sometimes that's not the case.
Let's all go huddle around the table then.
Indeed, and let's.
Let's do it.
I was already sitting down in a chair.
There is no chairs.
No.
And the table is a giant sized table. So you like for Nats can't see over it. Gurk, his head can see above the table. Most of you have to get on like your tippy toes. See the table. What you see as you guys kind of like look.
I want to climb a giant.
You climb a giant easy enough. They're all petrified. You climb up a giant. This table has a bunch of moving tea pieces. So like a kettle, some pretty cups and little china plates. They're all moving on their own. There's no food on these plates. It's that scene from Toy Story with Buzz Lightyear. Just having a fake tea party over here. And the one of the teacups is moved to all of you. You notice as the beholder looks at each of you, your magic fades away. But then as it moves its eye to a new spot, your magic comes back. Nat, who has climbed one of the petrified giants, you can see that this guy is covered in magical gear. All of his stuff, his armor's magical. He's got a necklace that's magical. His axe is magical. And the reason you can tell is because when he looks at them, they turn to stone. And when he looks away, they return to normal.
Like living?
No, the weapons and armor that are magical innately
Oh, okay.
don't get petrified.
I understand.
But when the beholder's looking at them, and normally when he's sitting at the table and doesn't sort of like focus on one individual, the cone is a huge cone and it can take up the whole table. But he's sort of like singularly focusing on people, these new creatures. He's never seen a kobold. He's never seen an Azamar. He's never seen a dwarf. He's never seen a hobgoblin. He's never seen any of you. He's seen dark elves thousands of years ago, wherever this guy came from. And that's it. And goblins. Goblins are also underdark creatures, so he knows goblins. What would you guys like to do?
Virgin's right next to me.
Yeah, we'll say conversions at like the foot of this frost giant that you're on.
This guy's got a big cool axe that's magical.
Yep. Yeah, they're all. We'll say 3 of them are wielding axes. One of them's wielding a battle axe, and one of them's wielding a giant hammer. All of their gear looks magical when people look away, and the leader-looking one that's at the other head of the table has a necklace, a brooch that looks very special when the beholder isn't looking at it, when it isn't turned to stone.
Conversion will play along with the whole tea party thing.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a performance check, Conversion.
Okay. On that 20.
Nice.
That's very good.
So 23.
Yep. It undercommon. Is it good tea? Do you like? It's a good brew, right?
Oh, it's very good. Lovely. I haven't had a proper mushroom. Sean, did I get a sense of like what kind of tea it's supposed to be?
No, it's just tea. He's just the Mad Hatter.
Okay.
Just having a tea party.
We'll go on. Like it's been brewed at just the perfect temperatures. It's wonderful, as I would expect of one such.
Thank you. It's been a while. My friends here, they never tell me how great my tea is. And he sort of like looks at all of the giants like they've scorned him. Okay. I slave over the stove to get them this tea, and they begrudgingly drink it every time. I sometimes I wonder why I keep them. And everyone, even though you don't understand the language, you can tell the emotional shift that just occurred of like just pure anger and malice of a evil creature. And then it quickly shifts back to the sort of jovial, floating attitude. What really shows it is that the eye stalks all sort of like stiffen for the moment, and then they start gently free floating again.
Are these guys standing?
Yeah, the giants are all standing. They look like they were frozen mid-battle.
Let's
And
say, hey, Toothy,
yes,
what's
move.
that over there? And point to Girk. Like trying to implicate to you to move.
Who are you talking to?
To
buddy?
Tim Toothy.
Oh, Tim Toothy.
Yeah, I'll move.
So nice to have new people for my tea party. You'll stay, right? You'll stay.
Oh, we'll stay for a while. I'm not sure if we can stay forever.
Why would you leave my tea party? It's the best.
Oh well, sometimes after having great tea, sometimes we need to go to the bathroom or we need to have fresh meat. Sometimes a change of pace to truly be able to absolutely understand just how wonderful this tea is.
Don't need to use the. My friends here have never had to use the bathroom. You won't have to use the bathroom either.
Well, that would be a wonderful thing, I think. Maybe.
I can show you. I can do it to one of your friends. One of your friends never has to use the bathroom. Will you ask one of your friends who never wants to use the bathroom again?
Sure, I will ask them.
Okay.
And then returning to Cobbin, like, he wants to know if any of you don't want to use the bathroom, like these giants don't use the bathroom.
We're gonna see what Jelly says. Yeah, Jelly rolled a 3. Jelly raises her hand. Meh. I've never liked going to the bathroom.
Oh, well, you know, like, just like these giants are not going to the bathroom, Jelly. Because they're stone.
Wait, you mean he's gonna turn me to stone? Can they move? Are they just sort of are they also playing a game?
Oh no, they're not moving. They're not playing a game.
You can move, Jelly. You should right now.
Jelly starts like running in place.
No, like away from where you're at.
Okay. And Jelly starts to run away.
I'm gonna jump off of this giant's head onto its arm and try to throw it off balance and knock it over into the other one.
Okay, Nats, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. The beholder is sort of like watching quizzically.
19.
A 19? I locked these guys. I have to. Which arm do you drop down to? Which one are you trying to knock
his right
into?
arm. I want to knock him into the leader. I'm attempting to break both of them so their items go clanging to the floor.
Wonderful. That's why are you picking a fight with the beholder? He falls to the ground easily. They both shatter to pieces. As this guy and this guy are both broken. I'm just gonna flip them so that I know that their broken bodies are there, but don't necessarily have them in the way. Nats, you land on the ground next to Conversion as Jelly starts running away. And like this all sinks in to the beholder at the same moment. And with a terrible roar, he just lets out a bellowing scream And in Undercommon, you understand conversion that he's literally just saying, "My friends." I mean, roll some initiative.
Oh no.
You broke his tea party, friends.
No, there's no way we were gonna get out of here with this guy alive. You know, like,
TPK.
I rolled a
TPK.
nat 20.
There could have been.
Initiative.
I was really leaning towards Convergent being a good buddy of this guy.
I was working on it.
It was the moves were being played. A few good persuasion checks, and a few you might have made it out of here.
Convergent actually has the entertainer background. He's got actually it's performance, but he's got a decent.
I had an idea.
he would fall in love with you and make all of
I
us
thought of a
an
way
idea.
out of Convergent being like, "We have more friends. Let us go get them." That was I had that in my head of like,
Yeah,
if you promise to bring him more,
Yeah.
he would have kept one of us down.
Uh-huh.
he would have. But one of you would have had to stay 100%. It would have probably been Convergent as somebody to talk. Literally the same problem as last time of like, it's a creature that doesn't have anybody to talk to, and one of you knows how to talk to it. But yes, everybody roll initiative. Let me roll initiative for him. Okay.
This will be fun.
Everybody has fixed their stuff. Okay, Nats, you're up first.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, what do I got below me? What was the leader wearing on his neck?
Oh, you don't know. It's just a necklace. It's just a brooch.
I'm just gonna grab it and put it on, and then go under the table.
I think let me look up the item. I know exactly what item it's
Probably
supposed to
attuned,
be.
but what? It's all right.
Yeah, it probably is. I will find out for you. Requires attunement.
So for now, it's nothing.
Correct.
Did that take what to grab it and put it on?
I mean, it should be an action, but I'm not going to make that your action.
Okay, then I'm gonna huck some. Actually, I'm gonna throw a black aura bane at him.
He's gonna make a charisma save. He rolled a 24.
Passed. And I'm under the table. That's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn comes Clarny. And Carney. Don't forget about Carney. So you're over
Okay.
here. Put everybody into squares.
Is he he in my line of sight?
He's a big creature. He probably has half cover from that giant that's standing between you two.
Okay. Geez. Let's try to I mean we're going right at it. Let's throw a guiding bolt at him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And that is a 19.
Hits.
And that is gonna be, hold on a second. Okay, that was a 6. I rolled a 6.
6 points of damage. 6 points of radiant damage.
Yes.
And he now, whoever attacks him next has advantage. Okay. Anything else,
That's
Klein?
it.
Are you going to move? Or are you going to stay where you are?
I'm gonna kind of step kind of behind the statue a little bit. Yeah, perfect.
What is Carney doing?
Carney is going to step a little bit to the left, kind of like hiding behind Fortune there. And just kind of like,
You got it, partner. Okay. At the end of your turn, I am going to roll a d10 against Nat. Nats, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as one of the eyeballs points at you and shoots.
No,
22?
21.
That's still a save. So you feel your body become to sluggishly slow down, and you shake it off as the ray hits you. Yeah, you're in the layer, so what's he gonna do on the 20 initiative count? The entire area around you becomes slick and slimy. Let me make a circle for it.
I'm over here like laying on the floor.
Pretty much this whole area is now slick and slimy and is considered difficult terrain, as just like a mucus starts to emanate from all of the surfaces. That's that. Perungir. No, you're not Perungir. You're playing Gurk.
Gurk. Sorry, I should have changed my name. How close is he to me? Is he away?
He's about 15 feet above you. As he hovers, he flies.
Is there anything I can get on? Can I get on that table?
Yes, yeah, you can hop up on this table. That puts him probably about 5 feet away from you because it's a giant-sized table.
I'm gonna get up on that table, and then I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay.
And I'm at advantage, correct?
Yes.
All right. 19 plus.
Aren't you a champion fighter?
Yes. So yeah. I crit. It's 19 on the die, but I don't know, 26.
I mean, it's a 19 on the die. You crit. Moving right along. You deal
right.
your crit damage.
I will deal my critical damage, which is. All right, 10 and a 9, so 19, 21, 29 points of damage.
Woohoo!
Hmm.
And yeah, because probably not going to live through this. We're going to go ahead and action surge.
Okay, go ahead. Roll the hit again. Not with advantage this time.
Not with an advantage, and that's an 18 on the dice, so 25 to hit.
That hits.
For 15 points of damage because it's a +1x.
Cool. That hurt him. You carve and like gooey bits fall to the ground as your axe buries into its jaw. It is like unhappy and it lets out a horrible wail. Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. So it is now his turn.
It was nice knowing you all.
He is going to point. First things first, he's going to float away, which actually gives you an attack of opportunity. Yeah, it gives you an attack of opportunity. He's going to float further away from you.
That's another 19 on the die.
Nice. So go ahead and wail on him.
11 and 7, so 18, 19, 20, 29 points of damage.
Okay. He hates you. You are probably going to die now. Odds are very good. He floats over this way, and is floating in the air, and
Toothy's got that 20-foot reach, right?
Tim Toothy's got that 20-foot reach. What do you mean?
He's got big arms.
Oh no, Gurk does. I can't. Oh, that's because I have it stuck on 90 degrees. I'm like, I can't get him to point in the right direction.
Magic problems.
Yes. So Nats can Virchin.
I'm actually under the table.
That's great. You are still in the anti-magic.
Okay,
zone.
yeah.
Oh wait, you ran under the table.
Yeah. I tried to say that.
Then we'll say you're not. We'll say you're over here. Convergin and Narvos, you are both in the anti-magic code. any gear you have on, not magical anymore. Any spells you cast probably aren't going to work unless you get out of it. I can't make a cone. I need to be better at that. I need to find a cone.
There's that. I'll tell you about it.
Mm-hmm. But we'll call it like this. That square, that rectangle is the cone pointing from him. He is going to use his action to, where is it? There it is. He makes 3 eye attacks. 1 on Tim Toothy, 1 on Girk, and 1 on
Can't be any of us in the cone.
it cannot be any of you in the cone, and I'm going to. It has a 22 passive perception, so
It can
go ahead
see
and give
me.
me a
I'm
stealth
sure it can
check,
see
Clarny.
me. Oh, Clarny.
Yeah. Where we'll do odds or evens. We'll do odds or evens between Clarny and Nats then. Which one would you prefer, Clarny? Odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds it is. I rolled a 3, so it's you, Clarny. So let me roll a d10. First one against Tim Toothy is, drum roll please. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as one of the eye stalks turns to you, Tim Toothy, and a small green beam slowly shoots out and hits you. Girk, I need you, Girk, to make me also a dexterity saving throw. And then Clarny, I need you to make me a constitution saving throw. So first up, Tim Toothy, what did you get?
19.
19. That saves. You also feel that same sort of sluggish feeling come over you. You shake it off. Girk, what'd you get?
This is also the slow one. Sorry.
No, it is another dexterity saving throw, but it is a different beam. It is a dexterity saving throw. This one is a gray beam that very quickly hits you.
16 on the dice plus 1.
Wonderful. That succeeds.
Oh, that's surprising.
You feel your body begin to wither. And then you shake it off.
Ooh.
Mm.
That one would have sucked.
You had a bucket of milk.
Just so you know, that one would have sucked. And then I need the con save from Clarny.
Hey, I rolled a natural 20.
A
Plus
natural
2 is
20.
Yeah, plus 2 is 22. So
You all succeed. Yours makes you feel like you were about to be stuck in place. You feel all of your muscles like a Charlie horse on your whole body.
I think I'm not going to go to
I have a
anymore, guys.
feeling these are all going to suck.
Carl Stallion.
I rolled a 10 on the one that went after Girk. That one sucks in particular.
Mm-hmm.
That's his turn. Next up is you, Convergent. You are in the anti-magic cone.
There's not a whole heck of a lot I can really do other than throw a dagger.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to move out. Try and move out away from the table.
You got it.
All right. So
Chuck a dagger at it.
18.
That hits. Meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Mitsubishi.
Just a dagger buries itself in its at the side of its face. Fun facts: he actually has no condition. He has condition immunity, but no. It's not like a demon that has magical resistance. So like normal weapons hurt the holders.
Their eyeballs so target.
Hey, max damage, 8 points.
8
Nice.
damage. Cool. He's unhappy with that. He looks down at you and goes, You were supposed to be my friend.
Okay, I am going to step back away, basically screen right, try and get off this effect.
You
I
mean
don't
screen
know if-
left?
Yeah, screen left. I don't know if I can. And
You end up
I
feeling.
said it was difficult terrain, but
slippery.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yeah. So 5, 10, 20, and then 5. That's as far as you can make it.
okay.
But you do feel your magic, whatever gear you have that's magical, return.
Okay, I will, in that case, cast spiritual weapon behind it and take a swing at it.
Let me. Objects, components, blocks, triangle. Put it right there.
Hey, rolled 21 to hit.
Roll your damage.
And 6 points.
Cool. He is hurt. He's hurting.
Does spiritual weapon work with an anti-magic eye? Would it come back because it's not concentration, so it just disappear
It
forever?
would probably just disappear forever if the magical cone ends up on it.
If it looks at it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is why I cast it behind it.
Yeah.
It looks okay. Let me turn it behind it. Let me not be lazy about it. It looks bloodied. It looks bloodied. You guys have beat the crap out of it. At the end of your turn conversion, it's going to do an eye attack against Girk because he hates that guy. He hates that guy. He really hurts.
Beholders
He hit
hate
him.
him. Find
He
out
hurted his
why.
own melt.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Girk.
Hey, I'm not bad at those. Hold on 1 second. Let me roll this dice.
This one's actually going to hurt you whether you like it or not.
Oh, even better.
That's an 18 on the dice.
That succeeds. You're going to take half damage.
It's still gonna hurt, and I'm probably gonna die. That's how these things work. I lose.
You take 19 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
I'm more than bloody.
19, as just a necrotic beam buries itself in your chest and just takes the life force from you. I actually rolled the same. I rolled the dice and it ended up being the same number. That's the like on the stat sheet, which is kind of funny.
What was the other? Well, you can tell me.
I'll tell you later.
Later.
Yeah. I might roll another 10 and it will be fun. After conversion is Narvos, who is also in the non-magic cone, anti-magic cone.
Okay. I'm going to try to move forward. I mean, I have no idea how really wide this cone is.
Correct.
So I'm going to try to move forward kind of in front of this first giant in the table.
Do you get probably about like, oh, wait, hold on. You were here.
Yeah.
10
Movement.
feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. Yeah, you just have enough movement to get out of the magic cone.
Cool.
Just holding a finger to my lips.
Hi there. So bonus action. I'm going as a bonus action Hexblade's Curse
Okay.
onto the dude, which means +2 to damage, crit on a 19 or 20, and if it dies, I get 5 HP back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to unload a critical chromatic orb at it. I can talk about multiple things at once without messing
All
up.
right. Okay.
Hey, good thing I did that first. That's a 19 on the die, which means that is a crit.
So I'm going to show you. You do this. and your chromatic orb sails into the anti-magic cone,
Oh,
just from where you're standing.
Yep.
You're like, I got him dead to rights, right into the eyeball. And literally like 2 feet in front of you, it fizzles into nothingness.
Yep. Forgot about that.
Oof.
Beholders.
Yep.
Yay.
Whiff.
Well, at least he has a thing on him now.
He does. He does have a thing on him.
Yep, so that will be that. And I'm just gonna kind of slowly and awkwardly
I didn't hurt him. Maybe he won't look at me.
Yeah.
I didn't hurt him. Maybe he'll just leave me alone.
Maybe he'll leave me alone. I'm gonna...
just start sipping some tea. Like, what a wonderful tea party.
Yep. Just slowly start scooching down under the table.
Right next to Nats.
Yeah.
Well, Nats. As you scooch down next to Nats, a ray shoots down at Nats. Nats, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Not half bad at though. I got a natural 20. 25.
Okay. You as Narvo slides next to you under the table, a ray hits you in the back of the head, and you feel so tired. So tired. Like maybe you could just fall asleep right here. And then you snap back to it, and you don't fall unconscious. The adrenaline hits you. Tim Toothy and Jelly, you're up.
All right. Well, let's see.
The
I'm going.
downfall of Tim Toothy, a flying enemy.
Yeah, for real though. He's up on the table. I wanted to throw a table flop it, Well, shit. I'm gonna take some cover and grab Jelly while doing so.
Well, Jelly started running this way. Nats told
Weird.
Jelly to make a run for it.
Yeah. I'm gonna just take cover myself behind the stone golem.
Okay.
And try to look through my bag and realize I left it at the beginning of this adventure. And,
Yes.
oh, shit. The one thing I can't punch is the one thing I can't reach.
Jelly runs back towards you. She'll take her full action and hide next to you.
That's what I thought, Jelly. I didn't even have to say it. You could smell it.
All right. After Tim Toothy comes Nats. What you doing, Nats?
Okay, so I'm gonna try to dart towards the back of the cavern. I can only what? So
5, 10, 15, 20. Do you have only 25 feet of
I have
movement?
30.
30. So that's how you make it. That's how far you make it.
Okay. And yeah, I don't know no better. I don't know if it's gonna affect it or not. Honestly, you'll tell me. But I'm throwing 4 pyramids at this guy.
I'd say pyramids, with the angle you're at, they can sort of like circle past this one little corner right here. And that corner's not even there because it's a cone, so it sort of like shoots out.
Yeah.
I just only have a rectangle. So yeah, you hit it with 3 or 4 magic missiles.
4, 15. No, yeah, 15.
Cool.
Oh, and
little splashes of goo fly off.
rolled a 4 on my wild search.
Nice.
This is my 4th spell.
Oh, nice. Let me pull up a wild surge. Why don't you roll a D100 and I'll tell you what it is?
77.
27. Scrolling. All silver you are carrying is now copper.
Oh. What was the goblin coin?
The goblin coins were probably a mixture of copper, silver, and gold.
Okay, and the William coin?
The William coins are of Electrum.
So does it become some weird copper gold compound, or?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
You have a very unique coin now.
All effects is
Cool. After Nats is Clarny and Carney.
Okay, Blarney, I've only got 25 movement, so I'm gonna go like towards the keep staying behind the frozen giant statues. Yes, go that way.
That's as far as you
Towards
can make it.
that's okay, cool. Is there a chance that I could just happen to see him through there? Nope. Yeah, kinda. I'm not gonna throw my hammer though, because it'll probably just drop.
Correct.
So
Good thinking.
so I'm just gonna hang here and not do anything, honestly.
Okay. After Clarny comes the lair action. So this disappears. And he does something else. Girk. He hates you, dude. You literally bloodied it almost by yourself.
Hey.
An eye stalk appears between your legs on the table
Oh
and
no!
looks up at you and just shoots.
They're not called hug bears.
You get a third leg for a second, but it's not a nice.
That's another dexterity saving throw, please.
14 plus 2 is 16.
Meets it, beats it, you motherfucker. I'm going to say that because you met it, it doesn't hit your body. What do you have? What are you wearing?
For gear?
Yeah, what do you have like on your person that's sort of like out in front of you?
I would have my great axe in my hand,
No.
my longbow on my back.
You know what? I said it came up between your legs. Your pants disintegrate
Whoa!
into a fine gray dust.
Oh!
You like just managed to like move your legs so the beam doesn't push through and hit your body, but it pierces through like, you know, as you move, your pants billow a little bit and the ray pierces through it and your britches just completely disintegrate into a fine gray powder. I rolled a 9. That was a disintegration ray.
I'm just shaking my head right now.
Next up. I'm sorry. I ran over Carney.
Oh yeah, Carney.
What's Carney Asada doing, Clarny?
He's just gonna move to the left to get out of the magical. Yeah, and
He's just
there's
gonna
nothing
hang
for
out
him
with
to
Convergent.
hide, but yeah, it's kind of maybe hide behind
Protected.
Convergent, maybe like
I'll go hang out with Convergent.
shield there.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Girk, you're up.
And he's how far away from me now? But he's still up in the air. There's nothing I can
20.
do with him. Up there.
Correct. He is 15 feet in the air, which is just out of your reach.
I'd say you could go ahead and like jump off the table onto the giant, jump off the giant.
Yeah, we'd be doing some checks, but
Some athletics checks, perhaps, which I am proficient with.
Feels more acrobatics. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, if he's like grabbing the giant's shoulders and pulling himself up like a pull-up and launching himself towards it, that'd be athletics.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm willing to
Yeah.
try because the next time I get hit, I'm gonna die. So let's see if we can. Yeah. Let you come up with.
You gotta. I liked Nick's thought. You know, gotta put forth ideas so that it becomes the athletics check. If that's what you want to do, if you want to like use your brute force, you're gonna literally destroy this guy if you do it.
That's okay. I don't know him.
Go ahead and make
He's
an
a giant.
athletic. This is a DC 20 athletics check that you gotta beat.
So I'm +6, right? Hold on.
Right.
Yeah, +6.
All right. So you gotta roll a 14 or better.
I have a 17 on the die.
Nice. All right. So you leap, you shatter the top half of this giant as you do. Tim Toothy and Jelly need to make dexterity saving throws as pieces of rock shower down on you.
I rolled a 15 plus 2, so it's 17.
And Jelly rolled a 17, so you both get out of the way.
Sick.
And I just rolled another 19 for my attack.
I'm glad that you've chosen death.
Yeah,
You'll go down swinging. You will be remembered.
That's what it is.
I will remember you.
That's a 12 on my first D12. That's an 11 on my second D12. I'm going to die. So do I get because he's looking at me, do I get my magical damage from my axe?
Yeah, because you've actually closed the distance from the side. You are not as you make the jump, your axe is not magical, and then you break through the cone on the other side, and it's magical again.
30.
You will watch, by the way, as Girk does like a superhero leap, two-handed axe in hand, and buries it into the beholder.
31 points of damage.
31.
And then if I stick to him, that's one thing, but I'm assuming I'm going to fall 15 feet.
Well, if your axe is stuck in him and you hold on to the handle.
There it is.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me an athletics check at disadvantage because your own momentum is not working with you.
All right, double dice. Oh, well, they were both bad, so we'll go with a 2 instead of the 7.
Correct. So you do fall. With your axe is still embedded in the beholder and land on the ground, taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Blood spurts out. You can see your axe buried in the side of the eye of the beholder. Its eye now stuck in place. That your turn, Girk?
That's it.
Okay, it is now his turn. Brace the cone.
Good night, sweet prince.
I mean, he went out like a hero.
He did.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. He does get his legendary actions back. He turns the cone so that it's on. It's on everyone but Nats, Converchin, Clarny, and Girk. So, Converchin, Girk, and Nats are all getting raise. So we'll do Girk first because I want him dead. Oh no, please don't do that. I need another Constitution saving throw, my friend. Conversion. I need a Wisdom saving throw. This one's for frightened, if that matters. And for Nats, I need... Oh, buddy. I need a dex save from you.
Can I use my reaction to pull a steel mirror off my coat and reflect it back on?
No.
Okay. It was worth a try.
I did think about it for a second. I did pause.
I got a natural one.
A natural one. Love that.
No.
Love that. Who just disappeared?
The guy who's about to die.
The man who's about to die. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. His own death loomed too high above him. What did you get, Conversion?
I got a 16.
16. That meets it, beats it. You feel fear, start to take you as you watch. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Nats. You watch what happens to Nats, and like fear takes you for a second, and you shake it off.
I'm rolling something. I dropped right as you were
Con
saying.
save.
Con save. It's the same. You're probably going to end up on the ground. It's the same one that I hit you with earlier. That you take half no matter what.
I'm trying to use the. Oh, hold on.
I'm actually going to roll in dice rolling room for the damage for both of these.
14.
14. That's a fail. So for Nats.
Yeah.
Nats gets hit with that same gray beam that took Girk's pants. Oh, need to write it down.
Is that plus
53 points of damage.
not plus 4?
No.
Okay.
No. No,
53 does not out. I am
Does
down,
not-
but it does
Well,
not outright kill.
But here's the problem, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
It's
If
disintegrates,
this-
so it kills me.
If this damage reduces the creature to
Yeah.
0 hit points, its body becomes a pile of gray dust.
There goes Nats.
So that is what you see, Conversion, that like instantly fills you with fear as you just watch Nats. It's Thanos. It's literally, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Nats turns and looks at you with horrible eyes and then fades away to dust. The coat, all of the magical items that Nats has remains.
I have the biggest smile on my face right now.
But Nats fails. And then for Girk's fail, 33 points of necrotic damage to Girk.
Oh yeah, I'm in the negative.
Is that more than your health total?
In the negative, no.
Correct. Okay, so you are making death saves.
Yes.
That one doesn't outright kill you. Where'd my tabletop simulator go? Okay, we flip, and just outright kill.
He gone.
After his turn is Conversion.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at him.
Okay. And he didn't turn. I debated on turning it on you, but I decided to hit more people than just you. So you have a clean line of sight, but it won't stop.
All right.
And don't forget about your spiritual weapon behind him.
6. Yeah. So that is a 19.
That definitely hits.
Okay. 4d6. Well, that's a pretty damn good roll.
Nice.
16. 21 points.
Cool. He looks very hurt. Next attack has advantage on it, which you can take with your spiritual weapon if you'd like.
Sure.
So you can roll that one with advantage.
All right. Unfortunately, it is not a crit, but it is going to be a 19 as well.
Okay, that hits.
There's a d8 plus 4, so 7 more points. Actually, wait a second. Hang on. That is... Nope, actually, yeah, okay. All right, yep. So,
You good?
Yeah, 7
All right.
points.
Wonderful. He looks very hurt. He looks like he's just hanging on. He's floating in the air. His eyes are all wildly looking around.
I am going to try and draw his attention on me for a bit.
Okay. How are you going to do that? other than attacking him the way you have already, which does have his attention to a degree, but he's trying to like win the fight.
Yeah. And I start yelling at him in undercommon that he's clearly not good enough to serve his friends this tea. And
Well, conversion, you can end there. Like you've signed your own death warrant based on this beholder's actions. You've insulted his tea. Like I mean,
yeah.
At the end of your turn, he's gonna shoot an eye beam at you.
Yep.
I did it again. I did it. I rolled a 10. DC 16 deck save, my friend. How dare you!
I rolled a 14 on my die, and that's a 17.
17?
18 total.
18 total. That's good. Oh.
I'll answer back. How dare you serve plain water?
I'm cool.
Call it tea.
It flies over your head and buries itself in the stone and just annihilates the stone behind, like 15 feet behind you. That one's the death ray. It's 10d10, and with the same, if you get reduced to 0, just die.
Oh yeah, that's the
dead.
one. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the succeed or die.
Yeah, that's the either do good in this moment or please perish.
Yep.
That's his legendary action. At the end of Conversion's turn, it comes to you, Narvos. You have once again found yourself in an anti-magic cone that you are unclear of where
Of course.
the exit is. But you're no longer in the slime has disappeared, so you have your full movement.
Cool. I'm gonna move full movement straight up.
30, and you feel like your magic items return to you.
Okay. Cool. Do I feel like it was so my Hexblade's curse went through, but the chromatic orb, because I threw it into the thing, did not.
Correct. The Hexblade's curse kind of just coalesces on a target.
Mm-hmm.
You used a ranged spell attack, so like a magical sphere entered the anti-magic cone, and it's a magical sphere, so it disappeared.
All right. I'm gonna get out and be like, all right, let's try this again. And chromatic orb.
Okay.
Right at him.
Go right ahead.
That is a nat 20.
Okay. Roll your damage, double it. It looks like you're gonna get screwed, but you're not. It's a cone, so it actually sort of is smaller towards him. I just can't do that with what.
Yeah.
I will get cones for next time.
I will get the cones. Yes.
I will know the cones from next time.
Oh, that's good.
What's the type of damage, by the way?
This one is gonna be fire.
Okay. Little red orb scoots out.
Poor man's fireball. That is plus a 2. That's gonna be 35 damage total.
How do you want to do this, buddy?
Oh. So I would have seen Nats just kind of.
Yeah, you're literally Nats's pile is literally maybe like 5-10 feet in front of you. You're literally standing right next to it.
So we watched him just kind of away into nothingness.
Correct.
I'm gonna be like, no, and then like, for Nats, and just unload it like into the big eye. Just fireball into the eye.
It's that moment from Lord of the Rings where the eye catches on fire and it starts to shake and look around, and all of the eyeballs begin to look around, and you hear the gazers around the room. They also erupt into flame and start screaming. And a pile of goop onto the ground. The beholder falls and lays dead. Good job.
Yeah, and I
Nice.
not that I needed it, but I got
5 hit points.
5
Yeah.
HP back. Yeah.
5 hit points back.
Super useful.
I will go cast Healing Word on Gurk.
Just because I like to have people do it. Gurk, roll me a death save. See if you come back yourself. If you roll a 20, you get to come back on your own. If not,
I did not. I rolled an 11.
cool. Conversion healing words you, and you come back to the land of the living. Looking around, as this fight comes to a close, you have Natz's pile of magic items. There are several sets of giant-sized armor and weapons that are all magical. Nats had that brooch from the from the leader, and underneath the table, now that the anti-magic cone is gone, which was always pointed at the table, the rug beneath the table floats the table up about, 2 feet off the ground.
Hmm.
Okay.
Good to know.
That is pretty obviously a flying rug.
All right.
Kneel at the ashes of my dead friend.
Jelly kneels next to you, tears streaming down his face.
Anyone got a bottle or something to put him in?
I have a squirrel.
I have a pouch.
Sure.
That could work.
We'll find something. Pouch.
We just stuff a squirrel with gnats.
That was Jelly's idea.
It's how we would want to be remembered.
We could cook it and all share it. All have gnats inside us.
He would have wanted
little
it
bit of
that way.
gnats.
You would have wanted it that way.
Yeah.
Right. You guys scoop up into a pouch the ashes of gnats.
Gnats is the, what's it called? His battery. He has a battery that casts the spells through. So whoever has that, I don't know what Sean was planning to do with it, but it's marked with some weird shit.
It was sitting in a pile of dust. I had no plans for it.
Spooky stuff.
You guys take that. You guys take the the flying rug, and you begin the trek back to town, if that is where you wish to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there anything else worth having in like the other statues?
I did.
Any of the gear that the giants have?
Yes,
Yeah, the
I did
giant
mean to. I
drops
did
and
mean to
stuff
give you.
and
I did mean to give you a bag of holding. That the leader had a bag of holding. That Nats made the comment earlier, and I was like, yes, they have nothing to put things in. I shall give them that. So the leader had a bag of holding, which means you could put, things in that if you so wish.
Yeah. I mean, at least try and grab the giant armor and the stuff that's magical.
It takes you a hot while, but go ahead. Whoever wants to be the sort of like item commissary of this adventuring group, keeping track of the gear. You have 4 magical giant axes, 1 magical giant hammer, and a miscellaneous amount of magical art, because like some of the pieces of art, like the breastplates, can't fit in. So you've just got sort of like mixed matched pieces of enchanted giant gear. A helmet that you can fit in, a shoulder plate that you can fit in, the gloves and greaves that you can fit in.
Okay. Can we put like the rest of the armor pieces on the carpet?
let's see. Let's find the weight limit of a magic carpet.
Which
What size
size?
giants were these?
They were huge. They were frost giants.
What type of what's the dimensions for the carpet?
I will tell you.
All right.
I will tell you. They're the largest, actually, because it's a giant, so it would be the largest one. So 6 feet by 9 feet.
Yep,
Big.
With
I'm
a
looking that up.
capacity with a capacity of 800 pounds and a flying speed of 30 feet.
Yeah, it can carry up to 1,600, but
Yes.
the speed would get reduced to 15 if we put that much on it.
So you could carry all of the gear up. So let's say you have all but the breastplates and a bag of holding, and you can carry the 5 breastplates on the flying carpet.
Okay.
And with that, you guys begin trekking back to the village. The village of Nottingham.
Yep.
Oh no.
And that's what we'll call it. We'll start next episode with you guys coming back into town to do as you wish. Maybe go see the blacksmith with all of this gear you have. Definitely go see Lucas. We'll see, and possibly with a new adventure waiting for you in town. We'll see you next time.
I